Have you guys ever wanted to play a tornado shot build, but don't want to fork over the divines for a Mageblood or a headhunter? Well, I got a new build here. It clears everything on the screen, and it's an unbelievable T16 mapping character. I'm BQ909, and I want to introduce to you my new tornado shot Mayhem mapping build. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm going to dive right into this. This build basically operates around this belt, which is called Soulthirst. Very cheap belt, extremely underrated. Don't know why people aren't using this thing. It's kind of ridiculous. But essentially what you do is you gain Soul Eater during any flask effect, and you'll see you lose all eaten souls when you use a flask. It's kind of confusing wording. If you don't know what's going on with this, it would just be kind of like, I don't even want to bother looking at this belt. But this is the Tattoo League, guys. So we can extend our flask duration for an absurd amount of time. The elemental resistance flasks are typically your longest lasting flasks as well, so you want to supplement long flask duration by using the proper ones that last the longest, and also crafting them to have increased duration. So we have, you can look here, I'll use my L2, 45-second duration. You know, the flask duration is insane. And you have Soul Eater the whole time during that. You just cast it at the start, and then you just build Soul Eater stacks, which is crazy. And I will generally get over 1,000 kill streaks in my maps pretty easily, and within the time frame of the duration of my flask uptime. And you gain, for those of you who did not know, 5% attack and cast speed per monster killed during your Soul Eater. So I mean, if I'm getting 1,000 kill streak during that, that's over 5,000% attack and cast speed. It's ridiculous. Significantly faster than I've ever accomplished with my Mageblood and or my Headhunter. And it cost 5 Chaos Orbs. It's insane, guys. And it's Tattoo League, so we just take our passives that we don't need and we roll flash duration on them everywhere. This one I actually get double effectiveness because of this awesome Crimson Jewel, which gives you 100% increase effect of your tattoos. So I am supplementing additional projectiles as well. There's quite a bit going on with this build. I of course will leave the path of building in my description. Yeah, I'll go over the basis of this build, but there's a lot of intricate details to it. Please leave any comments with questions in the, under the video there, and I will love to answer them. So, yeah, what we're doing here is we are basically trying to optimize our flask duration, and then we have automated skills everywhere. So this helmet here, you can see trigger a socketed spell when you attack with a bow with a 0.3 second cooldown. We have crazy amount of cooldown reduction as well on this build, so it really helps to, ramp up the speed with which we can cast these things. And we have Phantasmal Desecrate, we have Volatile Dead, Divergent Detonate Dead, and Spell Cascade. So, our Desecrate is generating corpses, and this is all just created from casting Tornado Shot. It makes us use our Desecrate, gives us corpses. Those corpses explode and track people with Volatile Dead, and then we have even more corpses exploding with Divergent Detonate Dead, which 80% increased damage if the corpse is ignited there, which is pretty fantastic. And they're all, of course, supported with Spell Cascade support, so you're just getting additional casts of all of these every time, and that's why the AoE coverage of it is awesome and makes it fantastic for mapping and just aesthetically pleasing, which is great. So we have our 6-link Tornado Shot here. I'm just going to quickly scroll over these as well. As I said, I'll be leaving the path of building in the description if you guys have any questions. So Tornado Shot is proccing all of these skills automatically, and it is also proccing these. We have Manaforged Arrow support and Lightning Arrow, which will be cast automatically, and supported by Cast on Critical Strike, which is then in turn going to proc our Tornado and Hydrosphere. Tornado basically gathers a number of your projectile damage and kind of reflects it at the enemy, so it's just supplementary single target damage, which is great. And also Hydrosphere applies the exposure, cold and lightning, which is awesome, -10 to resistances, so just a little bit more elemental penetration, which is great. So yeah, Tornado Shot is giving us Hydrospheres automatically, Tornadoes are blasting, we got Manaforged Arrows also shooting Lightning Arrow, and then also Desecrate, Volatile Dead Explosions, Detonate Dead Explosions, and they're all cascading for multiple effects. So, you know, we just cast our Tornado Shot and it does everything. It's crazy. Yeah, so that is the basic gist of this build. As far as the difficulty to get these items, it's not that bad. They're pretty cheap. The bow I crafted, it's not even that fantastic. It could be drastically improved pretty easily. I do actually like the projectile speed. Just for the AoE spread, just really helps to clear the maps. And honestly, we get enough attack speed. I don't need increased attack speed. I get over 20 attacks per second oftentimes with this build when I'm attacking the boss at the end of it, and I have, you know, over 5,000% attack speed. So, yeah, that's not an issue, I guess. And that's, I guess, why, you know, kind of answering my own problem here, why I didn't need to have the attack speed, just because, you know, it's supplemented with Soulthirst, with the Soul Eaters, and then we can kind of take advantage of the fact that we can stack that projectile speed, which fortunately there's actually a passive that you get increase in projectile damage per projectile speed with the Deadeye class that we are running here, the Ranger Deadeye, by the way, if I did not mention. And that is about it, guys. So, you know, super excited to show you guys this build. Hopefully more people start realizing how crazy Tattoo League is with flash duration and this ridiculous belt. Path of Building will be in the description. And thanks for stopping by, guys, and good luck out there, Exiles.